Hello and welcome to Field Notes, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a few of the most important things that you're going to be able to bring on field camp. Full disclaimer, I have bought all of these things specifically for field camp, so I'm just excited I get all of this new kind of gear. It makes me feel slightly more professional. We'll be hiking all over Montana and Wyoming in a lot of the state parks that are up there. So, first and foremost, you are going to need a really good pair of hiking shoes. These are mine. Oh, aren't they cool? When you're looking at a hiking shoe, yes, while it is adorable, you're going to want to, first of all, make sure you're going to have ankle support, so if you fall off a rock, you're not going to hurt yourself. Second, you're probably going to want one that is waterproof, so if you step in a puddle, you're not soaking wet and miserable the rest of the day. Other than that, you probably just want one that is going to be already broken in by the time you go to field camp. So I bought these about 6 months ago, and I wore them throughout the school year, just going to class and hiking around campus, because I needed to break them in. Along with your shoe, that means you are probably also going to need socks. These are really freaking expensive special wool socks. You can get ones like this. This is a light cushion because we're going to be out there in the summer. I don't want to be sweating and miserable. I also have an REI brand, which are green and match my shoes. Look, I'm so coordinated. You'll see later, there's a theme to like all of my gear is green. When you are hiking out west in elevation, remember the sun is going to be very brutal, so you're going to want to keep the sun off of you at all times. So what do you want? You want a hat, and I'm not just talking a baseball hat. No, you got to get one of these babies. This is, I don't think you can officially be a geologist if you don't have one of these hats. It's got a really wide brim. It's got the chin strap. You can pretend you're Indiana Jones. I mean, it's a good deal. I also, when I was looking for a hat, found it in this, again, green color. However, this color was called olivine. How can you call yourself a geologist? And if they have one that is named a mineral, you have to get it. Next, if you're a geologist or a rock enthusiast at all, this one will look slightly familiar. You are gonna need a rock hammer. These things are really big. They're also really heavy, so you gotta be careful. Got a chisel on one side and flathead on the other. See, I've actually used it before. Yeah, I used it to pound in tent stakes, so it hasn't actually been used on any rocks. When you're out in the field, you're going to be taking a lot of notes, and you're going to need a notebook. But, you know, as scientists and as geologists, we can't just have a normal notebook. No, because what if it gets rained on? So we have to have special field notes. See what I did there? So this is a specific geology notebook because in the back it's got a bunch of cool stuff, including a time scale. It has rock classifications. We've got a bunch of stuff in here that's like super handy for geologists to have on hand. So along with your notebook, you are going to need something to carry your notebook in. I, being, I don't know, irritating, bought a special pouch for my book. You have room for pens, and I think maybe that's for a Sharpie. And then the best thing about this is that it will also attach to a belt. So you can have this on your hip and not in your day pack. On your belt, on your hip, much more convenient. Notebook also can't have just a normal pen. You can't write in a normal pen on the notebook because otherwise pen will wash off. Special field pens, because this is special paper that's waterproof, so the pen also has to be special and waterproof. And finally, probably next to your shoes, the next thing that you are really going to want to make sure you have plenty of is water. That's actually the thing that I was the most concerned about, was making sure that I had enough water with me, because I drink a lot of water to begin with, but if I'm out at field camp, I want to make sure that I'm going to have plenty if I'm hiking. So what I ended up doing was getting a camelback. It's actually in this, so here's the tubing thing. So the CamelBak fits right in here. This is actually my day pack as well. In this backpack alone, you can carry 3 liters of water. And then I also have 2-liter water bottles that fit into the side doodads on my bag. So I can technically carry around 5 liters of water. I think that will probably be plenty. So these are the things that I think are going to be the most important when I go out. My water, my hiking boots. I kind of wanted to make this prelim video about what I think is going to be the most important, and then when I come back, I want to make a video about what actually was the most important. Alright, well that is it for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe if you want. Leave me a comment about what you guys think is the most important when you're hiking. I'm hoping that I'm going to be fairly prepared, and I will talk to you again soon. We'll be hiking around all over Montana and Wyoming and a lot of the state parks that are out in that area. There is a dog barking. Oh my god, how do people do this? So first and foremost, you're going to need a really... Seriously, dog?